Facebook hacking. Nowadays, Facebook was considered as one of the most popular social media platforms in the world. Since its fame, Facebook gained more and more users. As of July 2022, Facebook recorded at least 2.934 billion active users in that month alone. Along with its growing audience or users, the number of Facebook hacking cases also increased. Hackers use their skills to target Facebook users and take over their account for different reasons. Now, the question here is, how do hackers hack our Facebook accounts? And how can we prevent it? So what's up, Techniques? My name is Rovic Balingbing and welcome here in Rosidi Tech YouTube channel. And for today's video, we will be talking about the most common hacking technique called phishing. What is it? How does it work? And how can we prevent it? These are the questions that we will be trying to answer in this video. But before we go to our main discussion, let me ask you this one. Are you already subscribed? Well, please hit the like, subscribe, and also the bell button for more videos here in our YouTube channel about ethical hacking, computer programming, deep web topics, Facebook recovery, and other topics that are related to technology. So what are you waiting for? Let's hack YouTube now by clicking the subscribe button down below. Let's go! The main question here is, how hackers hack Facebook accounts using phishing. So, for this video, we will be focusing on one of the most commonly used hacking technique in the cyber world, the phishing. When we try to search for the meaning of phishing, Google will show you different results. One of them will tell you that phishing is a fraudulent practice of sending emails purporting to be from reputable companies in order to induce individuals to reveal personal information such as passwords and credit card numbers. It will also tell you that it is a type of social engineering where an attacker sends a fraudulent message that was designed to trick a person into revealing a sensitive information to the attacker or the hacker. But in case of Facebook hacking, phishing was mostly an attack where the hackers pretend to be a trusted person such as Facebook employee, workmates, friends, and family. Then after mimicking the person you trusted, they will be asking you for your personal information or send you a link where you need to input your email, username, and password. Once you've been caught with their scheme, it's just a matter of time until they can get an access to your Facebook account. Now, in the presentation we prepared for you, there is a graph where you can see how phishing attacks in just 6 months of 2022 already exceed the total number of cases last year. Here in the Philippines, the number of phishing attacks were almost 500k or 500,000 more than the last year. And remember, there's still 6 months more to count. That's why being aware of this kind of attack is very important for us to prevent it. Now, let's continue on knowing more about phishing. Phishing also had different types, and in this video, I will be showing you the 5 types of phishing attacks that was mostly used by hackers. Here, we have the spear phishing, the email phishing, whaling scam, vishing, and smishing. Spear phishing includes emails that was sent to specific people. In this type of attack, the hackers simply lack their attention on a specific target. Unlike in the email phishing or the general phishing where the attackers mimic real organizations and send it to many people. Typically, in phishing, hackers collect a list of public email addresses and send the emails containing the link of the fake website or any fake messages to them. But in spear phishing, attackers focus only in specific targets, and that was the difference between spear phishing and the email phishing. Meanwhile, vishing and smishing were almost the same. The only difference between these two is that vishing was done through voice calls and smishing was done through SMS or what we call as text messages. Up until now, smishing was still popular. Well, maybe you too have already received a text messages about particular scams like winning a huge amount of money and claiming it by calling them back or clicking the link they provided along with the message. With this example, you can also see that sometimes smishing leads to wishing because when they send you a fake message, they will be trying to convince you to call them, and that's where the social engineering attack comes in. So here in this video, we will not be talking about social engineering, but we will be discussing it on our future videos and so on. Now, the last type of phishing attack that we will be talking about is the whaling. Whaling was also considered as a type of spear phishing where attackers masquerade as legitimate and trusted entities and then encourage the victim to share highly sensitive information. In this attack, the hackers mostly mimic known person with high status such as the CEO of an organization or a celebrity. Now, enough with the meanings and other information, and let's now go talk about how this phishing works. In order to prevent this kind of attack, we need to know how this works. And today you're lucky because I will show you how hackers use phishing attack to hack Facebook accounts. Just remember that it will not be the real step-by-step process on how to hack Facebook accounts, but it can be the core information that we needed to move forward and understand everything in ethical hacking. First, we need here two entities, the hacker and the victim. The process of the attack will start when the hacker creates a fake website or what we call as the phishing website. This fake website will look like the login form of Facebook account. So in case of Facebook hacking, it will be mimicking the Facebook login platform. And after that, the hacker will send an email to the victim that contains this fake website, and they will disguise as a trusted Facebook employee or their trusted person such as family, friends, relatives, and so on. And this is where the social engineering comes in. And now, as the victim, they will trust the hacker and click the link to go to the fake website. Thinking that it was a legit Facebook login form, the victim will now type or input their email and password or login information. And once they submitted this form, this login information will be automatically sent to the hacker. And there you go. The hacker has successfully got our email and password. They just need to log in and change our recovery information so that we can get our Facebook account with those information or our email and phone numbers. And that is how quickly hackers can get an access to our Facebook accounts using phishing. Now, for the last question, how can we prevent it? After knowing how this attack works, you will get the gist of it. But the only thing that we needed is to understand how these steps or preventive measures really help us to protect ourselves from the attackers. So let's start with number 1. The number 1 will be don't click that link. When someone sends us a link, our curiosity always kicks in. We always wondered where it would directly bring us. So let me just tell you that it is not really advisable to click on a link that was attached in an email or messages, even if it comes from your close friend or family. What you really need to do here is to always see if the destination link was the correct one. For example, as you can see here in our presentation, there is someone that sent us this kind of website where we need to give our email and password for PayPal and Facebook. But when you see the address link, you will realize that it is not the legitimate domain of those websites. This can guarantee us that the website they sent us were fake or a phishing website. Also, to avoid getting any malwares by clicking the link, you can go and copy those links attached to the messages and paste it in virustotal.com. VirusTotal is a website that scans files and URLs to see if it has malwares or virus in it. Now, the second one is don't give out important information unless you must. When you are visiting a website, it is a general rule of thumb to not share personal information unless you trust this website. For example, you go to a website called Modern Dandy and it asks you for you to log in your Microsoft account. Before giving your email and password for your Microsoft account, you must first examine or do your research if this website is really trusted, secured, or legit. So that is how these second preventive measures works. Now, to prevent the most common type of phishing attack, you should always first verify the sender by checking their email address. Imagine getting an email from so-called Facebook technical support, but the email address has got nothing to do with Facebook itself. That's why you should always check the email address of the sender before opening the link or download the file attached in that message. For the second to the last, don't publish your email address. Always make it private. Using a private email address for your Facebook is important. So always set your email address and also your phone number to only me so that hackers will not know where to send their phishing emails to you. And the last but not the least, don't use a password that has publicly shown. People often use their birthdays, phone numbers, anniversary, name of child, girlfriend's name, and many more as their password. But given the fact that this info was published to everyone, hackers can gather this and try to brute force your Facebook account with different password combinations and advanced tools. This might not be related to phishing, but this preventive measure should always be told to everyone because your password is the most important key to protect yourself and your account from these hackers. The most recommended one is to use a unique and long password with a combination of lowercase and uppercase letters, numbers, and special characters. This will give the attackers a hard time to brute force your account. So that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you learned something. Since we still have a strike 1 violation here in our channel, I'm just playing it safe right now. That's why I'm not sharing you the real process yet. But don't worry, because next time, I would try to do an advanced phishing campaign or video for channel members where we will use real programming skills. So, if you're still not a member of our channel, you can join now by clicking the link in the description below or the join button near the subscribe button that you can see here in your screen. Again, thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you learned anything. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button for more hacking videos. Also, our analytics showed us that only 1.8% of you who are watching our videos are subscribed. Come on guys, subscribing is just as easy as clicking the button down below. And also, if you are wondering why this video seems like the part 1 of the how to hack Facebook accounts here in our YouTube channel, you are not mistaken. The only difference here is that we provided a much more info about the attack and use pure English as a language for other people outside the Philippines who are watching our videos. So again, thank you so much everyone and see you soon in the next video. Bye!